Hi everyone, welcome to another Howard's Coin Finds. Howard here, and this is the continuation of the $1 and $2 coins that I just got from Woody down at Willy's Milk Bar. The 20 cents happen to have 10-cent pieces in there, so I've got $3 of 10s and $17 of 20-cent pieces for 115 coins to go through. So I'll go through these and hopefully there's something really good in there. Okay, we'll start on the 10-cent pieces first. Nothing in the 10 cents. This is the 20 cents now. I pulled that 81 out just to see what it is. It's not a Canadian. It's got flat base letters and she sits down. She's pushed down, different to the Canadian, and no claws missing. Well, die fill on the last one. Die fill, die wear. And the nostrils are worn, but I can see it's a Welsh coin because the platypus nostrils are the small ones. There's a good space in between and they're small. That's sort of nearly what it is. But the Canadian and the Canberra, they're more or less big pushed in holes, a little bit closer together. So that's a Welsh one. I'll put it to the side in case I get all three, Canberra, Wales and Canada. Small die chip, just here. One on the eyebrow. Chin and eyebrow. Little die chips. Nice error. I would say what we got here is so that's a Canberra. That one. It's got the big nostrils. They're like just poked in quite large compared to the Welsh coin. The Canberra and the Canadian both have these large nostrils. So that's because they're bigger and they're more poked in. Even though it's worn, if that wasn't worn, they'd be even bigger. Where's the other one? Let's zoom down a little bit. But you can see they're quite large on the bottom. This is worn. You can still see that's about not much bigger than that for the size. So Canberra, Welsh. See if we can get a Canadian. And it's Canberra, same as both the Welsh and Canberra have flat base letters. So there's the flat, the A's, the H, the T's, the I's, the date. They're flat. And if it's flat and concave, it's pushed down. That one's down. You can see she's down in the bowl. She's down not quite as much, but they're pushed down because they used higher pressures in Wales and Canberra to what the Canadians used. There's his flat sits. There's his flat, and the Queen sits on top because they use less pressure. You can pick them out straight away once you know that just that concave and flat planchet difference before looking at the fonts and the claws at the back. And those two I showed you, if there's any filled claws, missing claws, they're die filled, die wear. They're not like the Canadian where it's being put in there as a pretty mark on purpose. Basically, pretty mark on the Welsh is the small nostrils, and on the Canberra it's large with flat base letters. '81, and I can tell by the lettering because I'm close up, but that's going to be a Canberra or a Welsh. And we need to look at the nostrils, which are not there. There you go. So who knows? It's a mystery. Yep. They're Canberra or Welsh. It's got flat base letters, concave planchet. Oh look, changeover. How good's that? Haven't seen one of them for a little while. 4.5 million. Not bad. Not bad at all. Don't know, I haven't found any of these with errors on them, I'm pretty sure. For 20 cents. Not too bad a condition. A couple of stains there, that's probably a scratch out there. So yeah, the old sixpence. Original coat of arms, Federation coat of arms. 50 years of decimal. 1966 to 2016. It's the $1 coin you want to find in these. Very low mintage. Means $500,000. Just over. Yeah, nice coin, I like it. Nice designs on all of them in actual fact, all the changeovers I like. Yeah, don't find too many. Well, I haven't found too many. I don't get around. I only got Woody's coins to check, let's face it. And this would be amazing if I'm only checking his coins, and right here is a London 66, which is what you want for your wavy 2 variety. No. So you're looking just here in the 2, and it's a wave, and it's cut into that upper wave. It cuts in, so it's incused, and it's like an S, I suppose. Yeah, and it's closed, so it's London. The Canberra had a gap there, just like the 2008, and that was a privy mark that Canberra put in there, and they called it a privy mark because they passed a law in '64 that no circulating coins are allowed to have mint marks on them, but you can have privy marks. And to prove the point, the very first coin the mint produced, 66s, they put a privy mark on there straight away, just to say we're the ones that minted it. So yeah, that's London, that one. And look, there's the 2008 right with it, and that's got a gap, same place. You can get 3 different sizes. I found one in the last 20 cents if you want to have a look at that. And 3 different size gaps, but the 66 is only one gap that I know of. I haven't found just one. This is the last lot of 20 cents. That's the standard. You can get the broad date 7. I've got a shorts on that. I've got many videos on that. Have a look. Oh, huge one on the crown. And chip out of the die, CUD. It's a double. It's a double CUD. Beautiful. Don't see. Oh, it's one of the very few that I've had with 2 decent sized CUDs on there. The last ones I found, the second one here was more or less a die crack, getting towards being this. So this would be the end result after that one that I had with the die crack next to the CUD. There was a die crack down here too. Nothing. Amazing, it's on the hair. Oh, there's one on the nose, tiny one. Just checking the, use your light, check the eyebrows, in the eye, at the corner. So you can get a nice teardrop coming down there, in that gap there. The mouth, the chin, which is yes, and the nose. And die cracks coming off anywhere. Here, die crack up here next to the CUD, and I have had one here where it's a die crack. They're just this is the progressive error from them. This is where it got to the worst. They probably changed the die after this, but that started off as a die crack, got worse and worse to that, and then a die crack appeared on this one and got worse and worse till it got to that. So yeah, progressive error. Oh, is there one on there? Yep. Tiny little bead. Oh, that. Right there. That's the 22. So the 20, 21, 22. They must, and then on the chin. Get a bit closer. Oh yeah, on the eyebrow there. Be one on here for sure. If there's one there, there's normally one on here. I'll just. So they're happening all over. There's one on the eyebrow there. There's one on the eye just there. The tear, I said, is in there. There's tiny die cracks in here. And this is a die crack all the way to a bit of a cud. But, I mean, cuds are just, they're either chipped straight out or they start as a die crack. We'll see if we can... Anyway, that's a little die crack there. It's hard, I'm using my... There's one on the lips. So on the eye, teardrop, and the other eyebrow, where the field is. Tiny dot in the eye there. Oh, there's one going across from the lid into the eye. There's a worm crawling in there. As well as the teardrop. There's some die cracks in that nose crease. Some dye wear to the edging of her nose to mouth. Small die crack across the mouth and little cuds. And then nice die crack down there. And scuffing to the edge, which is the dye's worn. There's a couple of good ones there. So yeah, eye, crawling into the eye, teardrop, eyebrow, across the mouth there, very tiny, and a nice die crack there, as well as the dye is worn. It's got all scabbing on it. Oh, and the one on the crown, the tiny one. That's a little dye chip on the crown, the hair. Yeah, alright, so a few errors on that. That's two 22s with errors and a 2020. So that's it. We'll have a look at what we got. Okay, that's the results from the 20 cents and the 10 cents. Well, $17.20, 6 coins. Changeover 2016 at 4.5 million. Nice, I like that. Not too bad condition for 8 years old now. And then we've got Canberra and Wales variety. We didn't get a Canada today, but get $20 at 20s and you should find a Canberra, a Canada 3.5 claw. So the Canberra's got the bigger nostrils. That's the Canberra. It's got bigger nostrils, poked in holes. It's worn. You really need top grade coins to tell the difference really properly. And this one is the Welsh. It's got the small, like teardrop, and there's a bigger gap in the centre. I got videos on these that'll show you up close a bit better with my better camera that I did have. But Welsh on the top, Canberra down the bottom. 1981. 50 mil on them, Canada 50 mil. How many a half claw? Well, as far as I'm concerned, every one of them. Because it's a privy mark. I've never found a Canadian without a half first claw. Never. Then the next ones are the error coins, 2020, 22 and 22. So the 2020 has got 2 CUDs on the Queen's hair. Show it up closer. So that's the 2020, and there's 2 large chips on the hair, the crown, which is pretty scarce. Yeah, so that's all right, that's on the 2020. And then this 22 here has a CUD right there. Look at that. Nice blob right there. Beautiful. Yeah, so yeah, nice big blob there, big chip. Then one on the eyebrow, one on the eyelid, and then one on the chin. There's a tiny, tiny one just there on the top of the mouth. It's better. Mouth, upper lip, chin, eyebrow, eyelid, and a real whopper right there. So that's that 22. And then this one, we've got chip just on the hair, the crown, round one, and there. Then we got one on the eyebrow, just there. The eyelid just there. It's got the teardrop there. And there's one just here crawling over into her eye like a little worm. I'll show it up a bit closer, that one. And then in the crease there, there's just a little bit of die crack, little CUDs. And then a real nice die crack on the chin. Goes all the way up to the mouth and across. As well as some scabbing on the edging. The dye is worn along the edge and double the face up. Oh yeah, nice. But I'll show those a little bit closer if I can. And that one. So there's the eye. Trying to get it hold as best I can. You can see that one crawling into the eye. Then one above on the eyelid. Then over there in the eyebrow. And then that one on the crown here. Then a little bit going on in the nose there, and the teardrop, which is crying. It's all the way along that bottom eyelid, and where that little worm's going in the eye. And then off the lip, all the way down the chin. Nice die crack. And then some doubling dye wear. Yeah, so pretty good. Nice, lot of errors on the 22. That's the most I found on the 22. All those errors. So yeah, so the 2020 was 2 CUDs on the crown of the hair. This 22 was that nice big blob on the crown hair there at the top. The right eyebrow, the left upper eyelid, and chin, and just a tiny one on the upper lip. And then the 22 here, there's the right side eyebrow, the left eyelid, one going into the eye, a teardrop which is all the way along that bottom edge of her eye, sort of flows from the corner and down. And then die crack, well, a bit going on in that little crease of the nose, and then die crack from the mouth all the way down the chin, as well as doubling from dye wear. So there you go, 6 coins, beautiful. And some nice errors there too to find. So that's it for now. So until my next video, subscribe, like, share, comment, put your notifications on full so you don't miss anything. Till next time, bye bye.